Now it's 6 a.m. on WKYT. This morning, we're tracking road conditions. Freezing temperatures and wet roads could make it for a difficult Monday morning commute. We're on top of it.
You have some snow showers flying around. This is some light snow, but it is enough to maybe cause some slick spots here and there. I'll show you another chance at it because we have about 3 or 4 in the forecast. It's coming up.
A driver was charged after a crash critically injured a young boy.
And remembering a Kentucky politician as a champion of the common man.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Top of the morning to you, and welcome to WKYT This Morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We do have some issues out there, some school closings, delays coming into our newsroom this morning.
Yeah, Scott County on a 1-hour delay this morning. Several northern Kentucky counties are closed today, including Harrison, Grant, and Owen counties. Some snow has been moving through. We want to get you up to date now on air and online at WKYT.com. We have all the information you need, and we want to check in with meteorologist Micah Harris, who's tracking it for us. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it hasn't been much, but it's been just enough to throw some light coating there on the roadways. Now, look, the roadways are still pretty warm. They're still well above freezing in most locations, but you get some heavy bursts here and there, and these roads just can't do anything without it just falling on the road, so it can't really melt it just like that. It's going to take some time, but still, the best snow is no doubt about it, north of I-64, and it's heading over toward the eastern zones. I still expect it to ramp back up as we make our way through the next couple of hours. Look at this, 40 degrees in Jackson, 41 Prestonsburg, then you're at 26 in Lexington. That cold air will drive its way down toward the southeast. You just got to give it time. Today's forecast right around 30, light snow chances there, and the focus of the forecast, not just today, but we're tracking more and more winter chances as we get towards your weekend. Again, another system coming in from the south this weekend. We'll go over the latest details coming up.
Winter finally arrived, isn't it? And as Micah said, those temperatures are dropping across the bluegrass right now. That means that black ice could certainly be a problem out there this morning.
Road crews in Lexington are busy trying to treat the roads. WKYT's Mark Barber is live for us with a look at the current conditions out there. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Here at Harrodsburg Road in Man o' War, everything is clear for the moment. The wintry mix that we saw falling out here just about an hour ago has since let up, so while drivers are seeing very slick driving conditions here, they aren't seeing anything sticking to the roads. Now, if the wintry mix continues to fall here in the next hour, that could change. Temperatures are already well below freezing, and they're expected to drop even further. So salt trucks and snow plows are out on main roads across the city. They are pre-treating those roads. Their blades are not down as roads are still clear, but they are putting plenty of salt down. So the only snow that drivers could possibly see this morning on their way into work is the snow that is still piled up on the shoulders of roads here, left over from this past weekend. Now, even so, the roads themselves are still very slippery, and if this wintry mix continues to fall, things could get worse for the drivers on the road here. So police say so far these slick roads have not caused any accidents. They hope to keep it that way. They're asking people to take their time on their way into work and take it easy. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, this morning, the Northeast is gearing up for a potentially crippling snowstorm. The National Weather Service says the nor'easter is expected to bring heavy snow, powerful winds, and widespread coastal flooding. A blizzard warning has been issued for a 250-mile stretch of the Northeast, including New York City and Boston. Some 1,700 flights have already been canceled for today. That includes 3 flights at Bluegrass Airport in Lexington. 2 departures to New York and Philadelphia are canceled this morning. 1 arrival from Philadelphia also canceled. Stay with us for up-to-date weather coverage. You can always, of course, find the latest closings, delays, and weather information on our website, WKYT.com. And now on to some developing story, our nation's capital.
The White House is on lockdown this morning after a device was found on the grounds. A spokesman for President Obama says it appears the device does not pose a threat. A security perimeter has been set up around the White House to restrict access. The President and the First Lady are on a 3-day visit to India right now. The Secret Service has no immediate comment on what it found, but again, the White House on lockdown this morning. We'll continue to track that story. In other news, a 9-year-old boy is fighting for his life this morning after a head-on crash. Now police have charged the driver responsible with DUI. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live in Lexington with this Crime Tracker report. Hillary, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. That 9-year-old boy is here at Kentucky Children's Hospital after state police say the driver, now charged with DUI, crossed the center line, hitting the car driven by his mom head-on. Troopers say it happened Saturday night near Perry Central High School on Kentucky 550, also known as Combs Road. Jason Combs was driving the pickup that crossed the center line. Combs was arrested and charged with DUI and several of the crash, but people living down the road heard the collision and then went out to help those involved. The mother was treated and released from the hospital with minor injuries. At last check, that 9-year-old is in critical condition, and police say there are other charges pending against Combs depending on the outcome of his injuries. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. A Lexington couple is waking up in a different house this morning after their home was damaged in a fire. Crews say the husband and wife were at their Pike Road home last night when they lost power. Well, they smelled smoke and they noticed that it was coming from the fuse box. Firefighters were called in. They were able to keep most of the damage contained to the second floor, and no one was hurt. An eastern Kentucky man is recovering from burns this morning after his home caught fire. Volunteer firefighters in Floyd County say the home on Stone Coal Road was up in flames when they arrived. Firefighters say the owner was taken to the hospital for burns and smoke inhalation. It is not clear exactly how that fire started.
Well, visitation is today for the late Senator Wendell Ford. He served the Commonwealth of Kentucky for decades, first in Frankfort and later in Washington. The former governor and U.S. Senator died last week at his home in Owensboro. Dozens attended a ceremony dedicated to Senator Ford yesterday in Frankfort. Many of them said Ford was inspirational.
I kept the picture of two governors in my office. That was, of course, Governor Combs, being from Eastern Kentucky, and Governor Ford.
Here truly then was and is one of God's finest designs. Yes, a colossus performing good deeds for so many, whenever, wherever opportunities arose.
Senator Wendell Ford's visitation is today at Glen Funeral Home in Owensboro. His funeral will be tomorrow in Owensboro at First Baptist Church. Well, after weeks of speculation, today we will learn what's next for Allison Lundergan Grimes. The Secretary of State will host a rally this afternoon at the Lyric Theater in Lexington. She will announce her plans to seek elected office in 2015. Secretary Grimes was defeated in an expensive U.S. Senate race by Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Since then, Grimes says she's been encouraged to run for several statewide offices.
Another candidate for Kentucky governor will make it official later this morning. Former Louisville City Council member Hal Heiner will file the necessary paperwork today in Frankfort. This, as a new name, has entered the 2015 governor's race. Business Lexington reporting that founder of Fark.com, Drew Curtis, will run this year as an independent. That makes 6 candidates for governor so far. Jeff Young is also running this year in the Democratic primary. Jack Conway to face him in the May primary. Heiner will go up against Agriculture Commissioner James Comer and former State Supreme Court Justice Will T. Scott in the Republican primary. So other names could come forward. 4 o'clock tomorrow is the deadline.
Okay, we will be anticipating that. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Really, having some precipitation out there.
Right, and some black ice. Here's Officer Don with live drive traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we're dealing with that. Some slick spots, also reduced visibility in places. So it's just the kind of morning you just have to take it easy and give yourself plenty of time, and don't get caught off guard on the bridges and overpasses. That's our biggest concern this morning as we get a look outside to show you the wet roads. I-75 64. That's the northern split there on the interstate. On our Waze map, little slowdowns this morning, but traffic flow still light enough where we're nothing major popping up on our overall view of Lexington and the surrounding areas. Inbound Versailles Road, a couple of live drivers on the way in, approaching Parker's Mill to get past the airport, and it looks like we're still okay on Richmond Road, and even Bryan Station Road on the north side, other than some slick spots, is moving okay. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, and most of our closings this morning are north of Lexington, and certainly that 1-hour delay this morning in Scott County as well. Thank you, Don. WKYT This Morning is just getting started. So good to have you with us on this Monday, a new week off and rolling.
It's a unique sport that some here in the horse country wouldn't get behind. We'll explain what ski yorking is coming up.
Few snow showers flying out in about central northern zones as of right now. This energy will actually situate itself over toward the east and then fade away as we go toward the afternoon. But you know what? It doesn't stop there. And I'll show you your active 7-day coming up.